What's going on, Eagles fans? How's everybody doing today? Back another video. My friend here, Brock. He's a big Eagles fan like me. Say some words here, Brock.
Yeah, I'm a big Eagles fan. We're really looking forward to the team after our quarterback just left. But we got a future here in Philly. Nick Sirianni, the big coach now coming in, a new coaching staff, and a new outlook on the team.
Exactly. Total new look on the team. Big future ahead for the Eagles. We're going to talk about the trade in general, how it went down, our thoughts really on the whole trade. So I'm going to start off. You guys know kind of my thoughts about it, but I was relieved it happened. It took a while waiting for it to finally happen, and it did. I think it works out for both sides. Carson Wentz gets to go to Indianapolis, reunite with Frank Wright over there. For the Eagles, he wanted out of Philadelphia. It was not going to work. It's best for them to get rid of him now, start working on the cap space and the whole situation for 2021. It's really just insane how it all went down, though. Obviously, drafted him in 16, moving up all those picks, spots to get Carson Wentz. Thought he'd be a quarterback for many, many years. Now, 5 years later, he's traded. Truly just insane. Even just 2 years ago, the playoff game versus Seattle, his first ever start in the playoff game, all the sold-out link, the whole hype for that game. He goes down. A couple months later, they draft Jalen Hurts. And really after that, it just was kind of the signal at the end. Carson could never really recover from that. You could tell he was pressing so much last season, and then it ended up getting benched, playing the worst year ever for him, and really one of the worst quarterback years for a quarterback of all time. And really, once he got benched, you could kind of see that it wasn't going to work out. And I didn't really like the way he handled the whole situation, not really speaking out to the fans about the benching, everything. Wish we kind of took more of a honest about his play this season, how bad he played. But at the end of the day, Carson and then the Eagles, it was time to move on. It was not going to work out. He gets his wish to go play in Indianapolis with Frank Wright. It's a great situation for him. He will probably do well. I thank him for what he did in Philadelphia. 5 years. Without him, we would never won a Super Bowl. Got his home field in that year. But it's time to move on. We got a great future with the whole new coaching staff and Jalen Hurts. And I'll give Brock his thoughts on the trade.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. I think that the Eagles didn't get everything they should have or could have gotten in the trade back. I think that a first-round pick from Indianapolis would have been perfect for us, even if it was just a first-rounder this year. I know the second round next year, the conditional pick can turn into a first round. I believe it will. But at least even the third round pick this year kind of hurts a little bit. I would have rather seen them get a second round pick. But I am happy that he's moved on. I think he'll excel in Indianapolis. I think they have a great offensive line. They have a good running game with Jonathan Taylor. They have young wide receivers. They have Frank Wright. They have Mike Groh, and they have Press Taylor there, all coaches Carson likes. I think he's going to excel. It's a fresh start for him. Obviously, we just heard, too, he's not getting his number 11 back, so we'll see him in a new number, a new uniform, and a new place for Carson. I think that'll be what's best for him. As far as the Eagles going forward, we have to get over this. We have Jalen Hurts on the roster as our quarterback right now. We have the 6th overall pick, and we have a lot of problems with the cap room. Obviously, we just got rid of Deshaun Jackson. Carson's gone. Now we look forward to Jason Peters. We have to get rid of that salary. We have a young left tackle in Andre Dillard and Jordan Mailata impressed last year. We get rid of that salary. Alshon Jeffrey will probably head it out the door too, which is going to also leave a hole there. We have Marquise Goodwin only on a 1-year deal, so that topic's going to come up. So the wide receiver room is going to shrink, and it's going to be young. That's where I think we should head in the draft with the 6th pick. Do not draft a quarterback. Please let Jalen Hurts run the offense for 1 year. We saw sparks last year with his run, with his throwing. Accuracy needs to improve a little bit. But with a new coaching staff, I think the wide receivers are going to get open more frequently. You're going to have Jalen Hurts, which is going to make the defenses respect the run game more with Miles Sanders. We all know he can break off big runs. So I think that's going to open up a lot for Jalen. And then, as you went off to, Travis, about the whole Carson Wentz situation, I don't blame him a lot for not talking out to the fans. It does suck as a fan because you want to know the truth about it. I don't blame him for coming out and saying that I don't want to be traded or I do want to be traded. He kind of kept to himself. If the reports were wrong, I would have liked to seen him come out and say, I never said this. I don't want to be traded. But looking back at it, it looks like they were right. He wanted to be traded. He got traded. And now it's a fresh start in Philadelphia for a second-year quarterback and a completely new coaching staff.
Yeah, great analysis there from Brock. Agree with most of your points there. And future ahead for the Eagles after the trade. It's totally up to now Howie Roseman to fix the situation. Like you said, all the guys, veterans going to be gone from his team. It's going to be a totally young team with a new staff. It's going to be Howie Roseman's biggest challenge here. I mean, no more Wentz. The cap room, he's way over the cap, right? Going in this draft, I agree with Brock. No more quarterback. Go in 2021 with Jalen Hurts. Let him bond with the receivers this offseason and a whole new offensive staff. And let's see how he does in 2021. I agree with what he said. Get a stud receiver, whether it's Jamar Chase, Kyle Pitts, Waddle, or Devontae Smith. Somebody explosive at number 6. And the rest of the guys got hit on the rest of the draft. He can't be missing any more drafts. He's missed so many picks. And this is his chance to really save his job. I mean, everybody's gone. No more Carson, Nick Foles, Doug Peterson, Deuce Staley. Nobody else in that building. It's pretty much, and with guys being cut, released, it's going to be really nobody from that Super Bowl team besides Howie Roseman, general manager. It's his job to fix this. I'm looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it. Like Brock said, we get the third round pick from the draft or from the trade for this year, that potential second round pick next year, which if Wentz plays well or plays most of the snaps next year, we'll turn in that first round pick. Got a lot of picks the next couple of years coming up, and we got a whole new staff, but I'm really looking forward to this team with Jalen Hurts as a quarterback and seeing how this whole new staff plays out. A lot of people are saying we're going to be bad in the next couple of years, but I feel like even though we're really young and a whole new staff, it's going to be really interesting and intriguing. I feel like they will shock people and really play better than the people are expecting to play next season. It's kind of my outlook. Really excited for this future of this team. Relieved the trade's over with now. Both sides can really look forward to their own team now. Wentz, Indy. Wish them the best of luck over there. I mean, didn't work out after it's on that contract here. Thankful for what he did for a Super Bowl year. And it's time for Eagles to get rolling with Jalen Hurts. Any more thoughts here from Brock?
No, just going off of the draft too, I think we should definitely get a wide receiver. And even though Kyle Pitts is listed as tight end, I think you can spread him out more too in the passing game. If Chase and Smith are not there, Waddle obviously coming off of an ankle injury, I think you really have to look deep down and look at potential defensive studs. You have Patrick Surtain, you have Caleb Fairley from Virginia Tech, and then obviously Micah Parsons is there. That's only if Smith and Chase are gone, in my opinion. If one of them are there, you take them. You take them and you solidify them as your number one wide receiver, and then you also pair them with last year's first rounder Jalen Reagor. You have breakout star Travis Fulgham. You also have a young tight end, Dallas Goedert, who we forgot to mention, Zach Ertz is probably out the door also. So that's going to be an increased role for Dallas Goedert. Then you have rookies, Quez Watkins and John Hightower. You're going to have a really young receiving core. You're going to have a really young offense, really. Besides looking at your offensive line, Zach Ertz is gone. So there goes your veteran presence in the tight end room. Dallas Goedert does have years under his belt. You're going to have a second-year quarterback. You're going to have a third-year running back. And you're going to have a lot of young wide receivers. So the coaching staff and leadership is going to be key. But they have to hit on the draft. You cannot make a mistake in the first round here. Then if you get that pick, you look at defense in the second round. You look at a Dylan Moses from Alabama or Smith from LSU. You look at defense that can help you there and fill in. And I think that's what these first 3 rounds, now with the Colts pick 2 in the third round, these are going to be big. They are going to be big for the future, and we can't make mistakes here.
Definitely have to hit on the draft, as Brock said. And I mean, like you said, it's going to be a totally young team. Coaching staff really young, and the players are extremely young. the leadership from this new staff is going to have to click with the players. The players are going to have to click with each other. And I'm really excited for this team. Like you said, Zach Ertz, we didn't even mention, but expected to be either traded or cut next month in March. Great player, but looks like kind of didn't get his contract he wanted, nearly traded this season. Love what he did for his team. Looks like he's on his way out. And so, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed having Brock on the channel here. Hope everyone has a good one. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And as always, go Birds.
Thank you, guys. Go Birds.
Have a good one, guys.